Colomet is an amateur adult choir at Temple Emeth in Teaneck, New Jersey, situated just outside of New York City. Colomet has been a part of synagogue life for over 25 years and, more important, a part of the lives of its members. I have been their director for 5 years. We typically take a winter break from late January to mid-March, and in 2020 we were just readying for our first rehearsal after hiatus when all institutions in New Jersey, including religious, were shut down due to the pandemic. What we thought would be a few-week extension to our break was instead a much longer absence. I sensed so much sadness among the members, and in late June proposed that we meet in our parking lot just to get together and sing, socially distanced and fully masked. Almost everyone came, and all the sense of joy and relief at being able to see each other and sing was very palpable. It found me in tears. The parking lot meetups were not meant to be ongoing, and we met twice. We also confronted the upsetting news at the end of the summer that we would not be part of the fall 2020 high holiday services, which the choir had always been an integral part of, and it was a highlight of their singing year. Members expressed their distress as a loss in their lives. In response, and realizing that the pandemic was not ending anytime soon, we started to meet again, this time under the building's entrance. My thinking was that while not actual walls, the space would provide some measure of acoustic improvement, more importantly, a sense of closeness and space for the members, although they remained socially distanced and masked. We rehearsed through the fall in increasingly heavier jackets until it really got too cool. The spring of 2021 has meant a restart to our portico rehearsals as the building remains closed. While not an ideal setup, it is important to the members to sing it all, so we continue. What has impressed me the most about this is the continued high level of attendance. We even attracted one new member. The idea of Zoom rehearsals was floated, but the feeling of having to be on mute, sing alone in your house, it wasn't appealing. It's not what they wanted or needed. It is clear to me that what ranks as most important is the social interaction that choir participation provides. Without a service to sing for, it is the action of singing together, the social aspect of music making, that is central to this music education endeavor. There are some considerations for the music educator. 1, I had to choose music that is simpler than usual, 2-part rather than 4-part choral music. But that's not all bad. It's something I've been wanting to do anyway, and it introduces them to new music and new composers. Number 2, it's a busy street and there's an active train line. The music educator has to learn a lot more patience being outside. Number 3, early in the pandemic, there were concerns about the virus perhaps living on objects. So our practice of handing out copies of music and providing extra copies in case you forgot had to end. So we send PDFs to everyone. Some older adults had to learn this new piece of technology. The silver lining here is that we have greatly reduced our paper production and copying costs, and most especially important is it's an example of tikkun olam, a commandment to save the world. And number 4, the concern over touching objects of other people's extended to chairs. So everyone brings their own chair, which is generally a lawn or beach chair. So the issue of posture becomes important. Number 5, another consideration for the educator is the how of teaching outside, especially to older adults. And the most especially challenging area is hearing with the wide space and the mask. So I had to buy a small karaoke PA to resolve that. This is a work in progress. Those silver linings of repertoire and a greener approach to our resources are good things. Work on posture was already a subject pre-pandemic. The lawn chairs simply underscore it some more. Most of the choir was fully vaccinated by mid-April, our first rehearsal of spring. While they still want to meet and work, even outside, there's a growing frustration of not being able to work inside. We are appealing that to the temple. All that said, I feel confident that the frustration that they're feeling about that will still not deter most of the singers from coming and singing beautiful music and enjoying the sensation of group music making.